Tears of the Kingdom? More like Breath of the Wild 1.5. I am more than worried for the Zelda franchise because...
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the...
You heard it. You saw it. A million videos and posts of people being in absolute fear and pain. And a million people saying why you shouldn't worry. Which I agree on. But I'll add my own flavor. So let me cook real quick. The whole world is shaking and crying because Nintendo refuses to show new footage of Tears of the Kingdom. Just teasing some new elements here and there. But why? Said the man who is a real Zelda fan, but only played Breath of the Wild because he thinks the rest is trash.
This game will fail. I'm disappointed Nintendo doesn't care about the series that much anymore.
Said the dude that hated Breath of the Wild because he thinks it's not a real Zelda game. You see the issue? Let me ask you a simple question. When did Nintendo ever release a bad Zelda game? And don't you dare say Skyward Sword, I love that game. Boo-hoo, it has motion controls, skill issue. Get wrecked. It's in my top 3 of my favorite Zelda games. And no, I'm not kidding. And no, the CDI games weren't made by Nintendo. Even the quote-unquote worst Zelda game is still a solid game in every way. The Zelda team has shown time and time again how competent they are at making games. Majora's Mask is a sequel to Ocarina of Time, and back then people were worrying too. Oh my god, they are reusing so many assets. It's gonna flop so hard. Barely 1 year of development time. And boy, it's my favorite Zelda game. It's a brilliant game. Tears of the Kingdom has the longest development time of any Zelda game ever. The open world looks the same. My guy, Monolith Soft is working on the game again, just like they did with Breath of the Wild. They were responsible for the overworld. Even if you hate Xenoblade because it's too anime or whatever, do you see that? You think Monolith Soft just sitting there for years and are saying, well, the world looks fine to me, I don't know. Of course not. They are holding back. That's it. And you are worried? I don't see why. Oh, now you're crying that Nintendo asks $70 for the game. But what's that? The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Dual Pack for $120? In any case, some of them probably haven't even played the game, and they just want to tease around a bit, you know. We are less than 3 months away. It will be a fantastic game. If you're genuinely worried, you really don't have to. There is enough evidence that they are cooking hard. There is so much side info coming out. This game sounds like the most ambitious Zelda title yet. From patents for crazy game mechanics to optimization techniques for getting it running better on Switch. That will set a new standard for open world games, and I am confident in saying that. I recommend watching Monster Mace's videos on some of these patents. They are really good. I love his videos. I wish I could animate like that. And yeah, that's about it. Let's just be hyped together and keep calm. It's a great year for games so far, and let's approach it with a smile and optimism. Right. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts about all of that, and of course, as always, please have a good one.